Excellence is not something that happens by chance. It's something you create every single day. It's not about big, grand gestures or moments of sudden inspiration. It's about the small, consistent actions you take, the habits you build, and the mindset you cultivate day in and day out. Every choice you make, every decision you take, and every thought you think is either moving you closer to excellence or pulling you further away from it. But here's the good news. Mastering excellence is within your control. It's not reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone who is willing to put in the work, to make intentional decisions, and to keep growing even when it's hard. In the next few minutes, you're going to learn the key principles that will help you master the art of daily excellence. You'll discover the power of habits, how to set clear and achievable goals, the role of discipline in turning those goals into reality, how to keep evolving and growing as a person, and most importantly, how to shape your attitude and perspective so that no matter what life throws at you, you stay focused, resilient, and unwavering in your pursuit of success. This is about more than just achieving great things. This is about becoming a person who lives with purpose, who makes decisions that align with their deepest values, and who wakes up every day knowing that today is another chance to be better than they were yesterday. If you're ready to start living with more intention, with more focus, and with more excellence, then keep listening. Because today marks the beginning of a transformation, a daily commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. Part 1, the power of daily habits. To master the art of daily excellence, you must first understand that success is not a destination, it's a daily journey. Excellence is built one small decision at a time, and if you want to achieve greatness, you can't afford to ignore the power of your daily habits. Every day, in everything you do, you're either moving closer to your goals or drifting away from them. Your daily choices determine your future, and it all begins with the small actions you take or don't take each day. Most people underestimate the power of daily habits. They believe that success is about grand moments, big breakthroughs, and overnight transformations. But the truth is, success is never achieved in a single moment. It's the result of daily actions repeated over time that compound into extraordinary outcomes. If you're waiting for the big moment, the one moment that will change everything, you might be waiting a long time. Instead, start today by focusing on what you can do right now to move yourself towards success. It all starts with one small action, repeated consistently. Your habits shape your life more than you realize. Think about it. When you wake up in the morning, what do? How do you spend your first few hours? The way you start your day often sets the tone for everything that follows. If you wake up late, rush through your morning, and dive straight into work without a plan, you're already setting yourself up for a chaotic, unproductive day. But if you wake up early, take a moment to reflect, plan your day, and focus on your most important tasks. First, you're setting yourself up for success. What do you do every day that brings you closer to your goals? Is it something intentional, or are you just going through the motions? Success doesn't come from being busy, it comes from being productive. It comes from having the discipline to do the things that matter, even when you don't feel like doing them. It's about showing up every day, putting in the effort, and staying focused on your vision. Every time you make the right decision, every time you take the right action, you're stacking up the small victories that will eventually lead to the big ones. Daily habits create your reality. Look at the people around you. The ones who are constantly improving, growing, and moving forward are the ones who have mastered their daily habits. They make time every day for self-improvement, for learning, and for getting better. They don't wait for motivation to strike. They create it through the actions they take. Motivation follows momentum, and that momentum is built on consistent habits. If you want to see a different future, You have to start by changing your daily routine. This doesn't mean you need to overhaul your entire life overnight. You don't need to completely change everything in one day. Start small. Make one change to your routine that aligns with your goals. Steve, maybe it's waking up earlier, reading for 30 minutes each morning, exercising regularly, or focusing on your most important task first. It's the small daily habits that over time compound into massive results. Don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate changes. Trust the process. Keep showing up and keep doing the work. The results will come. You also need to recognize that not all habits are created equal. Some habits are more productive than others. Ask yourself, are the habits you're practicing today moving you closer to your dreams, or are they keeping you stuck? Are you spending your time on things that matter, or are you getting distracted by things that don't? If you find that certain habits are holding you back, it's time to reevaluate and make a change. It's about being honest with yourself and taking responsibility for your own success. At the same time, it's important to create a routine that is sustainable. You can't just go all in for a week and expect to change your life. It's about consistency, not intensity. Don't try to do everything at once. Focus on a few key habits and make them part of your daily routine. Once they become ingrained, you can add more. The idea is to build a foundation that will support your growth and success over the long term. It's also essential to recognize that excellence isn't about being perfect, it's about progress. Don't expect to be perfect every day. You'll make mistakes, and that's okay. The key is to keep going, even when you don't get it right. Keep adjusting, keep improving, and keep learning. The road to excellence is a journey, not a destination. Every day, you get better, even when you don't feel like it. And that's the power of daily habits. They make progress inevitable. Even when you're struggling, there will be days when you don't feel like working, when you'd rather sleep in or take a break. But excellence isn't about doing what feels easy. It's about doing what's necessary, even when it's difficult. It's about pushing through the discomfort and staying committed to your goals. This is where the real growth happens. When you push yourself past your limits, when you show up even when it's hard, that's when you build character and strength. That's when you begin to master the art of daily excellence. One of the most important things to understand about daily habits is that they have a ripple effect. The way you show up in one area of your life impacts all the other areas. If you're disciplined about your fitness, it will affect your work. If you're focused on learning and growth, it will affect your relationships. When you improve one aspect of your life, you improve every aspect. Excellence is holistic. It's not just about one area of your life, it's about mastering your habits in all areas of life. But remember, it's not about perfection, it's about improvement. Every day is a chance to get better. You don't need to be perfect today. Just aim to be better than you were yesterday. Over time, those small improvements add up. Every day, you're building momentum, creating habits that will serve you for a lifetime. It's not about what you do once in a while, it's about what you do every single day. So if you're ready to master the art of daily excellence, start by examining your daily habits. What do you do each day? How do you spend your time? Are your actions moving you closer to your goals, or are they holding you back? Every day is an opportunity to move forward, to make progress, and to become a better version of yourself. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. It starts with the habits you choose today, and those habits will shape your future. Excellence isn't something that happens overnight. It's the result of consistent, focused effort over time. The more you focus on improving your daily habits, the more you'll see that excellence becomes your new standard. Keep pushing yourself, keep improving, and never stop working on becoming the best version of yourself. Part 2. Setting clear, achievable goals. Success in life doesn't just happen because you hope for it or wish for it. Success comes from setting clear, achievable goals. Without goals, you're just wandering through life, waiting for things to happen. But when you set specific, measurable, and attainable goals, you give yourself a roadmap. You provide direction and purpose to your efforts, and that makes all the difference. When you set goals, you are actively deciding the direction of your life. You're taking control. Without goals, you can't measure progress. You can't track your results. It's like getting into a car and starting the engine without knowing where you want to go. You might end up somewhere, but it's unlikely to be where you want it to be. Setting clear goals gives you focus. Think about it. When you have a clear goal, it becomes easier to make decisions. You no longer need to wonder what's important, You prioritize the actions that move you closer to your goal and let go of things that don't matter. This clarity gives you power. Every decision you make, every action you take, becomes aligned with your vision. It's like you're walking down a path, and each step you take brings you closer to where you want to go. But here's the truth. Not all goals are created equal. A goal without a plan is just a wish. You need a strategy to achieve your goals. And the best way to do that is to break your big goals into smaller, achievable tasks. It's like eating a large meal. You don't try to eat everything at once. You break it down into smaller bites. Each small action you take gets you closer to the bigger picture. Don't let your goals overwhelm you. Take it one step at a time. Focus on today and what you can do right now to move toward your goal. When you break your goals down into smaller tasks, they become less intimidating. And each time you complete one of those smaller tasks, you feel a sense of accomplishment. This creates momentum. Momentum is incredibly powerful. It pushes you to keep going, to take the next step. And before you know it, you've made significant progress. Setting clear goals also requires you to be realistic. It's important to set goals that challenge you, but they should also be achievable. If you set a goal that's too big or too vague, you'll feel discouraged when you don't see progress. If you set a goal that's too easy, you won't feel the excitement or motivation to push yourself. The sweet spot is finding a balance. Goals that stretch you but are still within your reach. Goals that make you feel like you're growing but not drowning. One of the most powerful tools for goal setting is writing your goals down. There's something about putting your goals on paper that makes them real. It's easy to talk about what you want to do, but when you write it down, it forces you to clarify your intention. It's like making a contract with yourself. Writing your goals makes them more concrete, and it holds you accountable. Every time you look at your list of goals, you're reminded of your commitment. This constant reminder is like fuel for your motivation. But goal setting doesn't end with just writing them down. You need to regularly review your goals. Check in on your progress. Ask yourself, am I on track? What's working? What's not? This is where most people drop the ball. They set goals and then they forget about them. But if you want to achieve anything, you have to keep track of your progress. If due, you'll fonce. If you don't, you'll get off course without realizing it. Your goals need to be dynamic, not static. They need to evolve as you do. If you achieve a goal, don't just move on to the next one without reflecting on your success. Celebrate the small victories. Learn from the process. And when you encounter setbacks, use them as opportunities to adjust your plan. Remember, failure is part of success. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about learning from it and keeping your eyes on the prize. Every failure brings you one step closer to success if you choose to learn from it. The real key to goal setting is to make sure that your goals align with your values and your vision for your life. If you set goals that don't resonate with you, you won't stay committed to them. You'll lose interest, and the drive to reach those goals will fade. But when you set goals that matter to you, goals that are in line with what you truly want, you'll feel motivated to push through the hard times. You'll stay focused even when obstacles get in the way. Setting goals also requires you to take responsibility for your success. No one else is going to achieve your goals for you. You're the one who has to put in the work. And when you take ownership of your goals, you take ownership of your life. You stop blaming external circumstances or other people for your situation. You realize that you have the power to shape your future through the choices you make today. This is a powerful. Once you understand that you are in control, you'll stop waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect opportunity. You'll stop letting fear hold you back. Instead, you'll focus on what you can do now, what you can control right now. Every small action you take is a step closer to the life you want. One of the biggest challenges in goal setting is staying motivated, especially when things get tough. There will be days when you question whether it's worth it. You'll face setbacks, obstacles, and disappointments. But it's during those times that your commitment to your goals will be tested. If you set goals that are meaningful to you, you'll keep going, even when the going gets tough. The pain and frustration you feel in the short term will be worth the long-term rewards. That's the power of goal setting. It gives you direction when life feels chaotic. It gives you focus when you're feeling distracted. And it gives you the strength to keep going when things aren't going your way. It's your roadmap to success. So take some time today to reflect on what you truly want. Set clear, achievable goals that align with your vision for your life. Write them down, review them regularly. Take action every day, no matter how small the steps may be. Keep pushing forward, and you will find that success is not just a dream. It's something you can create. Part 3. Discipline, the bridge between goals and results. When it comes to achieving your goals and mastering excellence, there's one factor that will make all the difference: discipline. Discipline is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It's the force that transforms dreams into reality, turning vague aspirations into concrete results. Without discipline, your best intentions will never come to fruition. And without discipline, even the clearest goals will remain nothing more than wishes. Discipline isn't about being rigid or following rules for the sake of rules. It's about making choices that align with your long-term vision, even when it's inconvenient, uncomfortable, or when the excitement of the moment fades. Discipline is the ability to stay consistent with your actions, even when you don't feel like it. But it's doing what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Most people think discipline is about forcing yourself to work harder, to push through exhaustion, to sacrifice everything for success. But true discipline is about prioritizing what's most important and making it a part of your daily routine. It's about creating habits that support your goals and then sticking to them day in and day out. Look at the successful people around you. They're not successful because they're more talented or smarter than anyone else. They're successful because they've mastered the art of discipline. They've cultivated the ability to do the things that matter, even when they don't feel like doing them. And that's what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. The ability to take consistent action over time, regardless of obstacles. One of the most important things to understand about discipline is that it doesn't happen overnight. It's a muscle that you have to strengthen. If you want to develop discipline, you start small. You start by making small, deliberate choices that align with your goals. At first, it's hard. Your mind will fight you. It will tell you that it's too difficult, that you deserve a break, that it doesn't matter. But you've got to push through that resistance. Every time you choose discipline over convenience, you're reinforcing your commitment to your future. Over time, these small acts of discipline begin to build momentum. And as that momentum grows, you'll notice something amazing happening. Discipline becomes easier. It becomes automatic. The more you stick to your habits, the more ingrained they become. Eventually, you won't have to think about doing the right thing. It'll just be a part of who you are. And that's why discipline is so powerful. It doesn't rely on motivation or inspiration, because those things come and go. Motivation is fleeting. One day you feel fired up. The next day you feel like you're dragging yourself through the day. But discipline is different. Discipline is about showing up. Even when you're tired, even when you're not feeling inspired, even when the world seems to be pulling you in 1,000 different directions. Think about the small daily actions you take. Do you exercise? Do you read or study to improve your skills? Do you focus on the most important tasks first? These actions are the backbone of discipline. They're the small commitments that build your future. They may seem insignificant in the moment, but they add up. Over time, they compound into something powerful. Consider the impact of daily habits like exercise, reading, and goal setting. These things don't take hours of your day, but they are the very actions that fuel long-term success. A few minutes spent reading each day can expand your knowledge and perspective. A short workout can give you more energy and improve your health. Writing down your goals and reviewing them regularly can keep you on track and focused. These small actions, repeated consistently, create a life of excellence. Another key to mastering discipline is learning how to delay gratification. Most of us are wired to seek immediate rewards, but discipline teaches you to resist that urge. It teaches you to hold off on the short-term pleasures in order to achieve long-term success. This doesn't mean you can't enjoy life. It just means that you've learned how to prioritize the bigger picture over momentary distractions. Take a look at your daily routine. How much of it is driven by impulse or instant gratification? Do you check your phone first thing in the morning instead of focusing on your most important tasks? Do you spend your evenings binge-watching TV shows instead of reading or reflecting on your goals? Discipline is about making the right choices even when you're not in the mood. It's about focusing on the activities that move you toward your goals and resisting the temptation to waste time on things that don't serve your vision. It's also about learning how to push through discomfort. The road to success is rarely smooth. It's full of obstacles, setbacks, and frustrations. And it's easy to let these challenges derail you. But discipline teaches you to push through. When things get tough, it's discipline that helps you stay focused. When the going gets rough, it's discipline that keeps you going. It's not about never feeling challenged. It's about how you respond to challenges. Do you give up? Or do you keep pushing forward? One of the most important aspects of discipline is consistency. It's easy to be disciplined for a day or a week, but discipline is about showing up every day, no matter how you feel. It's about doing the work, even when the results aren't immediate. It's about continuing to put in the effort, even when you're not seeing the rewards right away. This is where most people falter. They start strong, but they lose momentum when they don't see immediate results. But success doesn't happen overnight. It's the accumulation of consistent, disciplined actions taken over a long period of time. The key is to keep going. When you're disciplined, you stay the course. You trust that the work you're putting in now will pay off in the future. And you know that every small effort is a step closer to your goal. To build discipline, you must also cultivate a sense of personal responsibility. Discipline isn't something that can be forced on you. It has to come from within. It's about taking ownership of your actions, your habits, and your future. It's about recognizing that the life you create is the result of the choices you make every day. When you take responsibility for your success, you stop blaming external circumstances. You stop waiting for the perfect conditions to act. You take action regardless of the situation. In the end, discipline is what separates the dreamers from the doers. Anyone can dream of success, but only those who have the discipline to do the work, day in and day out, will make those dreams a reality. Discipline is the key to achieving your goals and mastering the art of daily excellence. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. It's about showing up, doing the work, and sticking to your plan, no matter how hard it gets. Because if you stay disciplined, you'll find that success isn't a distant dream. It's something you can create, one disciplined action at a time. Part 4, personal development, constantly evolving. The journey to mastery, to true excellence, is a continuous process of growth. If you're committed to achieving your highest potential, you can't afford to stay stagnant. Personal development is not a one-time effort, it's a lifelong commitment. Every day is an opportunity to improve yourself, to expand your knowledge, and to become a better version of who you were yesterday. Personal growth isn't just about gaining new skills or knowledge. It's about evolving as a person, developing your mindset, and embracing new ways of thinking and being. One of the most important things to understand about personal development is that it requires intentionality. You don't grow by accident. Growth comes from deliberate effort. It comes from deciding, day in and day out, to put in the work to improve. It's about setting the intention to learn, to develop, and to grow, and then taking action to make that happen. Without intentionality, growth is random. But with a clear vision and a commitment to development, you can make consistent progress. A major part of personal development is learning new skills. Whether it's improving your communication, mastering a new technology, or deepening your knowledge in your field, learning is essential to growth. The world is constantly changing, and if you're not learning, you're falling behind. The most successful people are always learning, always looking for ways to get better. They read books, take courses, attend seminars, and surround themselves with people who push them to think differently and challenge their assumptions. But learning doesn't just happen in the classroom or through books. Personal development also comes from life experiences. It's about reflecting on your actions, your decisions, and your outcomes, and using those reflections as opportunities to improve. Every success you have, every failure you experience offers valuable lessons. If you learn from those experiences, you can avoid making the same mistakes twice, and you can build on your successes to continue growing. Personal growth also means developing the right mindset. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world, and it shapes how you respond to challenges and opportunities. A growth mindset, the belief that you can always learn, improve, and develop, is essential for personal development. People with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to learn, not as roadblocks. They embrace difficulties as part of the process of getting better. On the other hand, a fixed mindset, the belief that your abilities are static and unchangeable, holds you back. If you believe that you can't improve, you won't. Personal development requires that you adopt a mindset of growth, that you believe in your ability to change and evolve. Another critical aspect of personal development is self-awareness. If you want to grow, you need to understand who you are, what your strengths and weaknesses are, and what drives you. Self-awareness is the foundation of personal growth. Without it, you're navigating life without a clear understanding of your own motivations, tendencies, and potential. Once you're aware of your patterns and behaviors, you can make the necessary changes to align yourself with your goals. Self-awareness allows you to recognize areas where you need to improve, and it helps you identify your unique strengths that you can leverage to reach your full potential. The process of personal development also requires a level of discipline. Growth doesn't happen by simply reading a book or attending a seminar. It happens through consistent, focused effort. It's the small, daily actions you take that add up over time. Personal development is about developing habits that serve you, not just in the short term, but over the long haul. Whether it's setting aside time for learning, investing in your health, or practicing mindfulness, personal growth requires you to make intentional decisions every day that contribute to your development. But don't just focus on external growth. Internal growth is just as important. Strengthening your mindset, your emotional intelligence, and your ability to handle stress and adversity is crucial to your success. True personal development comes from mastering both the internal and external aspects of yourself. When you develop inner resilience, you become less affected by the ups and downs of life. You learn how to stay grounded and focused, no matter what external challenges come your way. Personal development is also about building the right relationships. No one achieves excellence alone. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your growth. If you want to become better, you need to be around people who challenge you, who hold you accountable, and who inspire you to become the best version of yourself. Relationships are one of the most powerful tools for personal growth. They give you feedback, offer different perspectives, and provide you with support when you need it most. Seek out people who push you to grow, who encourage you to think bigger, and who support you when you stumble. And just as importantly, make sure you are that person for others. But growth is not always easy. Personal development requires you to step outside of your comfort zone. It requires you to take risks, face your fears, and embrace uncertainty. Growth never happens in the comfort zone. It happens when you challenge yourself, when you push through the discomfort, and when you decide that your future is more important than your present comfort. Growth requires you to make decisions that are hard in the moment, but that will pay off in the long run. It requires you to embrace discomfort, knowing that it is a necessary part of the process. Embrace setbacks as part of the journey. Not everything will go according to plan. You'll face failures, setbacks, and disappointments along the way. But these are not signs to quit. They are opportunities to learn and adjust. Growth comes from your ability to learn from adversity, to bounce back stronger, and to keep moving forward. Every failure is a lesson, and every obstacle is an opportunity for you to grow. The greatest successes often come from the hardest challenges. As you grow, remember that personal development isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about making a commitment to continually better yourself, to never stop learning, and to always push yourself to reach new heights. Personal growth isn't a destination, it's a never-ending journey. You'll never reach a point where you can stop growing, because there's always more to learn, more to discover, and more ways to become better. Commit to becoming the best version of yourself. Take responsibility for your growth. Make the decision every day to invest in yourself, to expand your knowledge, to improve your mindset, and to develop your character. Personal development is the process that leads to mastery, to the kind of success that isn't just about what you accomplish, but about who you become in the process. Keep growing and you will become unstoppable. Part 5, Attitude and Perspective, the inner game of excellence. To truly master the art of daily excellence, it's essential to understand that success is not just about the external actions you take, it's about the internal game you play. Your attitude and perspective are the unseen forces that drive your behavior, influence your decisions, and determine how you respond to challenges and opportunities. Excellence begins within. It starts with the mindset you adopt each and every day and how you choose to look at the world. Your attitude is your choice. Every day, you wake up with the power to decide how you will see. the world, and how you will approach the challenges of the day. Will you face each obstacle with a sense of possibility, or will you let it defeat you before you even begin? Will you view setbacks as temporary roadblocks, or will you let them convince you to quit? Your attitude is what shapes your experience, what colors your perspective, and what defines your approach to life. The most successful people in the world, whether in business, sports, or any other field, are not the ones who never face difficulties. They are the ones who have mastered the art of managing their attitude and perspective when things get tough. They've learned that it's not the external circumstances that dictate their success, it's their ability to stay positive, focused, and driven in the face of adversity. One of the first steps in mastering your attitude is recognizing that you have control over it. No one can make you feel a certain way without your permission. It's easy to blame others for our bad moods or to let the weight of the world drag us down. But the truth is, your emotional state is largely in your hands. The way you respond to people, events, and circumstances is determined by the way you choose to view them. If you want to elevate your life, you need to elevate your perspective. Instead of seeing obstacles as insurmountable barriers, see them as opportunities to learn and grow. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, view them as stepping stones on the path to success. Your attitude is the lens through which you interpret your experiences, and if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. Your perspective is also the key to overcoming challenges. Life is full of difficulties, and you will undoubtedly face moments when things aren't going as planned. But those moments are not the end of the road. They are simply a part of the journey. It's how you respond to those moments that makes all the difference. A person with a positive perspective sees challenges as opportunities to rise, while someone with a negative perspective sees them as signs to give up. It's important to recognize that your attitude is not just a reflection of what happens to you. It's a reflection of how you choose to think about what happens to you. If you want to improve your attitude, you must shift your thinking. The best way to do this is to consciously replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Every time you catch yourself thinking negatively, challenge that thought and replace it with something positive. This isn't about ignoring reality or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about shifting your focus to what's working, to the possibilities ahead, and to the lessons that can be learned from every situation. Developing a positive attitude also involves practicing gratitude. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you change your mindset. Gratitude helps you see the good in your life, even when things aren't going perfectly. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, and that shift in perspective can be transformative. So, start each day by thinking of 3 things you're grateful for. Write them down. Say them out loud. Gratitude is a powerful tool that can help you cultivate a positive attitude and stay focused on what really matters. In the end, your attitude and perspective are the foundation of everything you do. They shape the way you approach your goals, the way you interact with others, and the way you handle challenges. Mastering your attitude is a choice you make every day, and it is the key to unlocking your potential. A positive attitude doesn't just improve your outlook, it transforms your entire life. When you choose to see the world through a lens of possibility, growth, and gratitude, you open the door to unlimited potential. So, take control of your attitude. Choose to see the good in every situation. Choose to stay positive, focused, and resilient in the face of adversity. Your attitude is the inner game that leads to outer success. When you master it, you will find that excellence becomes not just a goal, but a natural part of your daily life.